Good afternoon to everyone, and thanks, Manuele, for the introduction. I'm Alberto Scarpa. I'm the project manager of ToloMEO. And now I like to walk you through the key challenges we face when we manage a large fleet of embedded device, and why a platform like ToloMEO O.S is becoming essential in this context. First challenge is the product traceability. In manufacturing, traceability is no longer an optional. Companies need to know exactly which hardware and software version is running on each device in the field. Sometimes there are 100 or 1,000 devices distributed across the planet, across different customer and in different geographies. But with modern embedded system, the situation is also more complex. There are many hardware variants, there are software forks, different versions in the field, and customization for the customer. There is also a long life cycle for the devices. Most of the time, more than 10 years must be guarantee. And also the condition on the field is constantly evolve. So without a unified traceability layer, issues like recalls, field failures, or security vulnerabilities become extremely costly to manage. And another challenges is the IoT connectivity that unlocks enormous potential in your device, but it also introduce operational challenges. The challenges start from the first provisioning, when the physical device has to be discovered and added to the cloud platform. But once the device is deployed, we must be able to update the firmware securely, roll out patches gradually in the fleet, and all connectivity interrupts, and avoid breaking the device in the field. Traditional over-the-air update mechanism were not built for industrial environment where the device can just be rebooted or taken offline whenever needed. ToloMEO O.S as a solution for this challenge. Let's move to the next one, that is cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is becoming one of the top concern for manufacturing organization in these days. Threats are increasingly sophisticated, and embedded systems are part of the attack surface. Also, the regulatory landscape is quickly evolving. NIS2, Cyber Resilience Act, you've read, the ISA 60443 are only some regulation to take account when you design your product. The key security challenges include handling the software bill of materials and the vulnerability information, securing the supply chain, verifying the integrity of the software component, and managing the vulnerability over the time. Lastly, ensuring the security of the update themselves. ToloMEO also for the cybersecurity as a module and solution that cover this challenge. Another challenge in the embedded device is the EI, that now AI is moving from the cloud to the edge. We now expected embedded device to classify events, detect anomalies, optimize processing in real time, or run models without depending on the cloud. These are just some examples, but deploying AI on an edge device add a lot of challenges. For example, limited computing and memory power. We need optimize and quantize model to run properly on the device, And we need to continuously update the models and monitoring the inference performance across the fleet. The ToloMEO AI modules aims to solve these problems. The final challenge is what we call trustiness, and it goes far beyond the traditional cybersecurity. In modern industrial environment, data is not just telemetry. It becomes a legal asset, something that can trigger automated process, validate compliance, and even interact with smart contracts. But this only works if the data is authentic and tamper-proof and validated across all the life cycle of the data, from the moment it is generated to the moment it is archived. And it is extremely challenging another time, because we must ensure that the device that generated data is genuine, the software producing the measurement is verified, and the data is time-stamped and signed and immutable. Every transformation process step must be traceable, and the archived data maintains its legal validity over the time, only in this condition. In other words, we need a continuous chain of trust of the data from the producing to the archiving of the data. ToloMEO has an implementation of trustiness to cover all the life cycle of the data. To summarize, managing fleets on a embedded device today require more than connectivity. It demands structured and secure and intelligent operation layer that handles on the entire life cycle of the device. And ToloMEO was designed exactly to meet all these challenges. So in the next section of this webinar, we go deeper in analyzing all of these challenges and what the ToloMEO platform can provide to support your development.